Hi, I'm Adrian Baker. I'm the creator of Sahaja Soma, and I'm a meditation and psychedelic integration coach. Today, I want to offer a practice that is very helpful for just working with challenging emotions. This is a meditation practice that you can do in a formal meditation way at any time. You can do it in real life when something comes up that's challenging. You can also do this during a challenging moment in a psychedelic journey. This practice is called R.A.I.N. It stands for recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. The first thing that we're doing is just imagining that you're in a difficult situation during a psychedelic journey. Don't pick something that is traumatic. Just pick up something that's challenging to work with. Having this example in mind, something comes up such as anxiety, right, or fear. The first step that we can do is just to recognize it. It's just to name it. So you can simply imagine labeling it with one word. It's like you put a picture frame on the experience. You use one word to sort of note it and frame the experience, and then you let it go. So you can just name it like anxiety or fear. I'd invite you not to use the phrase like, I'm fearful or I'm anxious, because you can notice when you say that, it can make you feel identified with what's happening. Instead, try creating that space between the challenging emotion and the awareness that can notice that emotion. Just noticing, recognizing there is fear. And then in the next moment, check in with yourself. Are you resisting or allowing the fear? And invite yourself to allow the fear. Invite that medicine to show you what it wants to teach you. If I'm on an ayahuasca journey, I will ask, what do you want to teach me? You can do this during normal life, right? You can ask the universe what this moment wants to teach you. You don't have to believe whether there's a literal higher power trying to guide that or not. It's just shifting your experience to a way of inviting, opening to a possibility instead of resisting them. Fear, what do you have to teach me? Or asking the medicine, what do you want to teach me? That inquiry can perhaps shift you into a state of allowing. And then allow your intention to shift into the third step, which is investigate. Bring a sense of curiosity to your experience. Where you could even ask the question, where am I noticing fear? Where am I noticing anxiety? Or even if there's resistance, just noticing resistance and get curious about it. If you can't notice it in one particular spot, maybe it's all over. Maybe you just feel consumed by fear. If you can't locate it anywhere, just notice that and be with that. Wherever you notice it, let's say it's in the chest, then have the feeling of offering compassion or loving, gentle attention to that area. This is the fourth step, nurture. Once we've investigated, and this investigation often can invite us to notice the impermanent nature of phenomenon. We can notice the sensations that are underneath the emotion that are always changing. What's helpful about this is we're not getting lost in the thoughts. We're coming back and again to the feeling that's underneath the story. Just be with that feeling underneath the story. Notice the changing nature of the sensations underneath the emotion during that investigation phase. Then with this fourth step, when you're offering loving attention, when you're offering compassion to yourself, directed towards that area, wherever you're feeling it, if you feel the knot. If you can't locate it in a particular area, it can help to offer it to the heart center. For me, it can help just to put my hand on my heart so that there's the felt experience of connecting to the heart, connecting to the sensations of the hands on the heart. Or you might want to offer some phrases to yourself like, may I feel at ease. May I be free from suffering and its causes. May I live in peace. If there are other people in the room with you during the psychedelic journey, offer them, may you have a safe journey. May you feel at ease. May you be free from suffering and its causes. You can offer it to all beings. May all beings feel at ease. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings live in peace. And that last step in offering it to others, it can help remind us that we're not the only one going through a challenging experience, that there are other people undergoing, whether there are other people undergoing a challenging psychedelic journey, or they're just other people who are suffering. There are other people who suffer from fear. We all suffer from anxiety at times. This is part of the human condition. When we offer that, it can help remind us that this isn't so personal. It's not my fear or my anxiety. It's just anxiety or fear. Then we can let go. If you're using this particular practice during a psychedelic journey, if it's powerful enough, you might not have the level of mindfulness to do that, all of those steps, right? But maybe you can do some of them. Maybe you can just recognize this is fear. Maybe you can just notice in a moment, am I allowing or resisting? You can just allow attention to drop in the body and be with it. Maybe for a moment, you just remember to offer compassion or just put your hand on your heart. Any of those little moves along the way can help to shift your experience. But to do this in a subtle way where, think about it like surfing. There is technique, there is skill involved, but they're not controlling the ocean. They're aligning themselves with the power of the ocean and they're riding that wave. It's a similar thing with plant medicine. You're not going to control something powerful like ayahuasca or psilocybin, but you can learn to surrender and to ride that wave. It can help us to see that really most of our life, we're not in control. The ego's constantly trying to ignore this reality and trying to control experience. If we can just practice letting go again and again, we can start to surf the waves of life with more ease and skill. And learning that, practicing that on a psychedelic journey is a very challenging but potentially powerful way to practice that and then take that into everyday life so that it's not just a one-off chase experience, but that altered states start to turn into altered traits. That's why a practice like R.A.I.N can not only help us to prepare for a psychedelic journey and to navigate it more skillfully, but then when we continue to do the practice after the journey, it really starts to change who we are and how we're relating to experience so that we're more at ease, less inclined to react and to respond more spaciously, more loving, more compassion, more present. That's how integration and preparation are really linked. I hope this practice of R.A.I.N is helpful to you. Try it out. Please let me know how you're finding it.